Most people listening probably know this, but if you don't, the most, severe source, the most extreme source of these foreign estrogens that act like estrogen in your body are plastics like BPA. And it's an incredibly large amount that gets into your bloodstream is the instant you touch your receipt. So they've done, experiments, they've done research on this and it's published research. So it's better to lose the refund than get exposed to even one instance of touching a receipt. All the BPA or BPC or BPX or BPQ, whatever it is that they're using nowadays, they're all the same, right? Just because we don't have enough data on BP, whatever they've gotten to now, doesn't mean that it's any better than BPA. So all the BPA-free stuff just has another BP in it, right? It has BP. They have another 25 letters of the alphabet to go. And they're probably all equally bad. So avoid plastics, but definitely avoid receipts. You got to avoid pesticides. You got to avoid, all these things have these estrogenic effects. But the largest reason you're estrogen dominant and toxic is because your body can't detoxify the estrogens that are coming in. So a normal functioning, optimally healthy person will just detoxify all this stuff and get rid of it. The real reason that you can't do that is because of the fear, which is impacting your physical tissues to make them weaker, use up nutrients, and then become affected by pathogens and microbes and toxins. And so that's why when you detoxify, get rid of, physical toxins, kill off microbes, that are harming you, and eat healthy and get more nutrients, you will get better because you're solving the physical manifestation of the deeper problem. But again, if you don't address the deeper problem, it'll be a short-lived relief. It might last a few years, it might last a couple of decades, but it will come back, and it'll usually come back much worse because you've let the deeper fear continue. And that's why things get much, much harder to solve the older people get, because they're not actually ever solving them. They've never actually solved them. Even the people who use the natural approaches, they never really solved the deeper problem. They just did the same thing modern medicine is doing in a less, side effect heavy way, but they didn't actually hit the deeper thing. So fear is one of the biggest things that's a problem. So for women, it's going to be often, almost always related in some way to their relationship with a man in their life. And for men, it's often going to be the complement of that, like worried about being able to take care of the women that you want to take care of in your life, right? So related to work stress and like, how am I going to provide? How am I going to take care of these people? But both of them are fear, right? They're both fear of provision, right? Where does provision come from? And so this is why it's also helpful to correct your understanding of where things come from, right? Do they come from you? Okay, well, where do you come from? Where do all of your good things come from, right? Did you make yourself? Did you manifest yourself? Do you keep yourself alive, right? Do you prevent, a meteorite from hitting you in the head, or, from yourself being electrocuted when your grounding wire goes crazy because it'll, a lightning strike hits your yard? You're not keeping yourself alive, okay? You're not keeping yourself in existence. Something else is. So that higher power is the source of everything. And if you can see that, if you can make that shift in awareness, and then a lot of the fear can go away. But this is like a spiritual journey, right? And so everything that happens in your life is meant to point you towards, like it's a message to you. And that's why everything is spiritual. Everything is an ongoing relationship with the person who is creating everything, you and everything around you, right?